Hello, hello, hello. Hope all is well. This is Ken from the Rug Detectives coming to you with another episode. So let's get straight to it. So basically today we're going to do a quick review of a company called Spl.yt. So this was actually a recommendation from one of our members, and basically for Matt. So for Matt, basically just want to give a heads up and just wanted a review of this specific project. So let's get straight to it as we do, trying to look for the hidden gems, trying to really find ways to audit websites, projects, go through the whole breakdown of the checklist. It's a free checklist. Just go into the description, you'll be able to find all the information. You can download that. Then also I have the Rug Detective wallet list. You can be able to go through that as well. And essentially just really trying to give it added value to help people along that process. So let's discuss a quick review of this specific company. So let's just go to top, or even latest. Latest might be good. So it clearly shows that Spl.yt here is the project I'm waiting for. So what I tend to do sometimes is, if I don't have the website directly, then I'll just go onto Twitter and then I'll take a look, use their ticker symbol, and I'll take a look at what association they have with other companies in the space. So immediately as a top, it came up as Paid Network. So Paid Network has some form of collaboration where they're giving away $200 allocation ticket for upcoming IDO on Ignition. So that obviously took place a couple of weeks ago now. So it seemed that they're actually listed. Just want to have a better understanding of the product itself. It says here, Spl.yt is only the second project to receive the effort I put into my 0 to 1 analysis. Is going to disrupt the multi-trillion-dollar industry in a big way, much like Kaya the team is. Okay, so let's find out more in terms of what they're doing. So what I'll basically do is go to their specific official Twitter account, and then I'll just go through. I like to see what the engagement is. So they have 12.7 thousand followers. And I like to see what the engagement in terms of the the retweets, the likes, the comments. So this was something 18 hours ago that was retweeted, and we've seen a lot of engagement, which is extremely positive. So insight. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop along to their specific website here. So it says the eNFT infrastructure for e-comm and finance markets. So maybe it should be financial markets, right? So anyway, just some typo that they need to look at. Powered by Polkadot, Shopx CO, okay? So it's powered by Polkadot. So let's take a look at their website. And I've given, what I do like also is they've added a CEO, added a CMO within their specific description on Twitter. Saves time. They have the Telegram there as well. Save time and then looking to see who the individual. And it seems that the people within their management are actually doxed by their information. So let's go to the site. So NFT infrastructure powered, very good. So it's clear that they're looking to focus on, or they're focused on the e-commerce space, which is $1 billion market and growing exponentially. Why? Because obviously we've seen a massive transition from offline in terms of, you know, physical stores now moving transition online, or the whole omni-channel type scenario. So there's a hybrid between offline and also online, but we're seeing a massive growth, especially because of what's happened with the last year or so with the pandemic and stuff like that. So they've got a white paper. I'll basically click on that. They've got a one pager. I don't know who actually reads white papers anymore, but anyway, so here it says Lindsay shares this document with you, so you have to basically add your email address. So let's just do that. So it's a very smart way, a very good marketing ploy actually. So in order for you to gain access to their one pager, they want your email address. And the email address will be used to harvest your data, have an email list, so they can then start sending out when there's updates in their project, when there's new things happening within an organization. So very powerful tool in order to be able to get people to give access. I definitely recommend this with all projects. So let's click on continue, doc send. And then here we go. So nice, clear, clarity, to the point. And then here they're providing database enables effortless, transparent sales, streamless, multi-platform affiliate sales. Okay, so the whole brand type e-commerce, Shopify Amazon scenario, right? In terms of e-commerce, they have a doxed team. So if I just zoom in slightly, they have a doxed team in terms of Cyrus here. Co-founder gives a breakdown of his experience. So e-commerce thought leader, Doolittle Consulting. So it's all plus points there. 2 portfolio companies at Science. Then they have a co-founder, CTO. He was custody of digital assets, DAO, blockchains LLC. So a lot of experience from top management. Then they've got Joseph Yeo, know this guy, former global operations head of Bit, Hump, Korea's first exchange, a New York-based hedge fund with a legal and global business background. And then they have Lindsay Mallon, retail professional, 10 years experience, supply chain, focus on sustain. So you can see that they've really spent time to put together a very strong and experienced team. And that really helps, because if you can be able to build a team that actually have experience specific to this field, it's really going to help you to onboard strategic advisors. It's going to help you to be able to then bridge the gap between what they're trying to fulfill and also the community. Because why? Because you need to get the community on board if you're really looking to then list and really grow in terms of your brand. So then they've got strategic advisors from, wow. So they've got Pepsi here, engineering director Pepsi. They've got Science Blockchain. They've got Master Ventures. So Kyle Chase, he's actually the founder of Paid Network. So now I see the collaboration there. So what you're starting to do is you're starting to connect the dots between these type of projects that are not the smaller end in terms of the market cap that will be listing for $100,000. They'll be probably listed for millions essentially. Robert Fox from HG Data. So problem they're trying to solve, today's e-commerce system is the fastest growing industry. So yep, so we know about that. How do they solve this? Amplifies the e-commerce supply chain by assigning unique eNFTs to every inventory item, functioning similar to a global blockchain. So brands upload their inventory with our plugin app, through which our system will automatically tokenize the asset as an eNFT on their inventory. Brands set a bounty for each, create an affiliate marketplace. Affiliates can select an NFT to show as a shoppable item on their affiliate site. When a purchase is made, the item gets drop shipped by the brand and purchaser received as a proof of purchase. Okay, so clear structure in terms of what they're trying to do in helping the supply chain. My question is when you try and implement NFT blockchain connected to supply chain, there's a lot of complications and frictions that will occur. So it may seem easy when you provide the solution. However, one needs to have deep pockets, number one. And then also you need to find ways that you can be able to connect the dots and onboard e-commerce stores. Yes, this is from the stores to the wholesalers to the recruitment. So across that whole process. So it's not easy. Then you would then have to look at, if you're talking about supply chain, how is it going to work in terms of the inventory when they're moving goods from one specific location and then it's going by freight, for example. So you have to look at the modes of transportation and what impact would that have in terms of tracking? What impact will it have in terms of tokenizing the specific product? So these are just things top of the head, because I have experience in supply chain, that one needs to look at. If you don't, then it's easy to say, oh, this is absolutely amazing, young chap. You know, I'm going to go all for it and jump in. But we need to look is this really conducive? Can you really execute based on this? Because there already exists massive friction. Yes, there's a way to resolve this, but it's not easy. And projects, companies have put in hundreds of millions, billions to try and solve these use cases in terms of supply chain and having these unique SKUs. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. So symbol type, total tokens here. So the tokens is Shopx tokens, ERC20. So what we can actually do, it might even help that we can even take a look at, let's go for DEX, because obviously they're on ERC, Shopx. See what comes up. So what I have to do is scroll down. Maybe there could be a way if Shopx is the symbol, so nothing's actually showing up. Spl.yt. Let's just see here. eNFT. Okay, so nothing also. I actually thought they were listed already, but maybe I'm totally mistaken. So anyway, I'll take a look to see what the dates are, if that's not the case. So did a seed, private B, final. So just spread between 1 cent all the way up to 4 cents from final. So it's quite a significant spread, right? So 3x already from seed. I guess there's a vested period, I hope, so people don't dump once it's listed. So 1 month lock period, first unlock 20% vesting period. Okay, fine. So it scales down. Private lock period, no lock period. First unlock is 20%. Okay, so it's a gradual, pretty standard nowadays in terms of the structure. So first use case traction is a new warehouse and finance. So remember I said about use case, I want to see this relationships with actual existing e-commerce stores that are generating revenue. What relationships do they have? Do they actually have a tangible product? That's the next question. New warehouse finance for the e-commerce luxury market. Big market, protocols to create the worlds. Okay, so my question would then be is, if that's the first use case, do they have something tangible already that exists? Or how far are they along in terms of this relationship? So it's all good and well having this type of information, but we want to know more, right? So this is Mason. So let's see what comes up. DU and so I just scrolled down just to really see what type of relationships. So it seems that this is the specific company, luxury goods. So this is a type of research I'll spend some time in finding out. I'm like, okay, they clearly stated that they have the relationship with this shopping and luxury market brand. I'm going to start now, go to their site. I'm going to find out if there's a press release of this relationship, just to see if there's anything stands up. If there's nothing, I'm going to ask questions. If they cannot provide any details, then these are certain red flags. So you need to have your detective cap on, if that makes sense. So then we'll scroll down. Shoppable NFT catalog. So quite nice. I do like that whole feel. Global inventory. They're really in an interesting space, ripe for disruption. And so the marketplace. What I would like to see is the roadmap. So here, first use case, that's good. Brands, affiliates, testnet. So there should be a link. Where's the link and show me the affiliates? Where's the link showing me the testnet transaction? Where's the link and show me the brands? If it's connected to this specific company, then that's slightly disingenuous, right? Because is this that you have 700 brands, that you have 1,100, more than 1,000 affiliates, that you have conducted more than 1,000 transactions, or what's the relevance? Like, there has to be a breakdown, right? So then what I do like here, you can click that goes directly to LinkedIn. That's positive. So this gives you a breakdown that you can find out more information. So let's see here. So this shows, so clearly doxed, fine. So full-time 2017, 4 years will go down. Now we're starting to see what's happening. So when you go to LinkedIn, this is the CEO of the company. When you go into LinkedIn, he is the founder and investor of this specific company. So now we're starting to connect the dots, right? I initially thought it was just a separate entity that they've reached out to, they've put together a partnership, and now they're moving forward. But obviously he's the founder and investor of this company where there's the first use case. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying, okay, fine. So it's kind of like, is there a conflict of interest there or not? Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. But everything's starting to really show what should be there. Also should be some information like the first use case, brackets, for example, I am the investor, I am the co-founder of this specific product. Because there, when you see that, you think, wow, that's amazing. They're already onboarding, but that's actually your own company. So these are the things, you know, to look at. And again, due diligence. This is what happens when you follow the checklist, when you go through the whole process to understand what's really going on. So anyway, I'm not going to spend too long. I'm going to go through some information or afterwards. Seems that they have a clear use case. I want to know where along the roadmap there are. Do they actually have something that's tangible, that's an MVP that's tested? They seem to have connected to the dots with a lot of people. Let's just quickly go to their CTO. I hope that he actually he's connected. Okay, so the CTO doesn't connect to LinkedIn. It actually connects to GitHub, which is fine because people want to see the code, right? Let's see the Chief Operating Officer, if it connects to, yes, it does. So good. So there's a clear connection that they have updated their profiles, which is extremely important. Good. Okay, so basically I'll be adding more details, just giving you a heads up. So first question is, first and foremost, okay, good. So they have live on testnet. If it's live on testnet, there should be a link, right? Link that one can be able to test it straight away. So number one, I want to see the testnet of the app that one can test. Not contact us, like just show it to me. It's just a testnet, right? Number two, you have an affiliation as the CEO. Is there a conflict of interest? And then also number three, I like to find out what's the long-term objective of what you're trying to achieve, because this is a very, it's a huge market, but supply chain is a lot of friction. So do you have deep pockets? Do you intend to raise more capital to try and solve these inherent issues? So anyway, hope all is well, and I'll be back to you another one. Take care. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Do everything you have to do, and I'll be back to you soon. Bye-bye.